Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Here I want to speak a little bit about, there's some talk about celebrities returning to Africa. Now some are returning quietly. Some are returning, quietly. They're moving on, they're moving quietly. No big fuss, no media attention. And then there are those who make a public announcement. Now, but I can't help but think that, everything, there's an agenda to a lot of the things that are going on, especially when people have contracts. They're not just moving on their free will and making a public announcement on their free will. There is some, perhaps, strings being pulled behind the scenes to say, hey, look, we need to motivate people to move out of this country. We need them to move, as many as possible. And we've selected a few countries that will do well. We selected a few countries that will do well because we can maybe put them between a rock and a hard place where we give them an offer they just can't refuse. So they have to take people, and along with, see, now let me just straighten something out. They want us to go, but they want to use us as an investment. Meaning that when folk retire and they take all their money and they're ready to move somewhere, out of the country, back to the motherland, or anywhere, those that are temporarily running things, because, that time there has to be a shift. So that's why there's a race. There's a frenzy going on right now to kind of like get control of stuff. Okay? So they don't want us, their money, their currency, to take off and go somewhere. It's not just the money. It's us too. We're currency. They want to make sure they put insurance companies in place so they can keep up with the currency. They want to jab you with stuff so they can keep up with their currency. So I was watching a video, and I have no business watching videos because sometimes, I have to remember to pull myself back on a higher vibe, especially when I hear certain things. And so they talk about an interview that Stevie Wonder had with Oprah Winfrey, some time ago, last year, and all of a sudden it's like big news. It's big news now that he intends to come and make a place for his children, which may be the case, absolutely. Then I saw another video where the guy asked, well, how much is America investing to make sure that they get a good return on their investment when they allow their currency to exit, to do a Blaxit? They want to make sure that we're an investment. They can't just watch us leave, their currency leave, not just the monetary, but the physical. They want to make sure that things are in place so they can continue to juice. No, you can't just leave here and go there and take everything with you. At least go and procure the young people for us so we can get in there and get to them and make a return on our investment. So they put countries between a rock and a hard place, and then they want to pull the strings and tell them how they're going to run things, because we are coming in. And we, they have to capitalize as usual. It's not enough to have enslaved the people. Take everything that they have and everything that they are and use them and continue to use them, and even now trying to find a way to inject something in us so they can keep track of wherever we go and whatever we do, so they can continue to juice, to feed. We are not victims in this. Let's make that clear. We have to, we need to know this. We need to know it, breathe it, walk it, talk it. We are the victors. We're not victims. That's how come they can ride on this. This is why they can juice. This is how they can just pull all of the energy out of you and use it for their stuff, themselves and their families. Because we have brought into the idea that we're victims. We're not. We are not. We are the victors, and we have to walk it and say it. I don't say it every day and night, that you are rich beyond measure. You're the victor. All that you see and desire, what you choose is what goes. They have no power over you. This is what you have to say to yourself day and night until you have to say it day and night until your subconscious mind buys it. Until your subconscious mind says, oh yeah, this is how we go. This is how we flow. We're running this thing. We are rich beyond measure. We're the actual creators. As I heard one of my brothers say, first frequency people. All power is with us. It was gifted to us. It is gifted to us. As long as we repeat what they are saying, we have completely brought into this delusional idea that we are not that which we are. Powerful, rich beyond measure. That's who we are. And that's why you have so many people doing so many different things to have us buy into the fact that, oh, poor melanated people. No. Rich beyond measure, powerful beyond measure. Get it in your head and keep saying it day and night. Yeah. So that's what it's all about. So I just brought that up. I know I was all over the place. I talked about celebrities coming in, but I'm telling you, some of those celebrities are on contract with others. And these others we are the victors, victorious, and rich beyond measure, with not just the land of the motherland, but the people are powerful. Take back your power, walk in your greatness. I feel like I'm pleading here, and I tell you, don't do that. You have to already know. Don't plead and beg for anything. Take your rightful place. Know who you are and stand in that. Be that. Talk that. Walk that. Love that. Peace here, Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session, Choice. Namaste.